What is going on, people? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Aaron here. It is Friday the 13th of June. And guess what we're talking about today?
Are you torturing us again?
What are we talking about today? Really? No way. Seriously? Guys, you won't believe this. Pudgy's just told me.
That's different, is it?
That we're talking all things DeFi and AI agents once again on the channel. Who knew?
We all did.
You know what's gonna happen. We start with him.
Let's get into it, guys. Look, as you can see here, the top AI agent coins are actually down 12.3% today. A huge dip, guys, in this wider bull market. And DeFi coins are also down a similar amount, 12.2% today. Now, we all know the reasons, obviously, for this market dip. There is a lot going on in the political world here. Apparently, well, not apparently, it has happened. Israel have attacked Iran, and that has made, obviously, a lot of the market scared that this could turn into a World War III situation and Iran will strike back. And I don't really like to talk about politics, guys, on this channel because politics is just so, it's just so dividing. But that is the reason why the markets are down, guys, and that's why everyone is freaking out. But I hate to say this because that's a serious situation, but it does give you opportunities to buy your favorite coins at a cheaper price. And so look, there's silver cloud. There's always a silver cloud, guys. And look, at the end of the day, I did tell you yesterday to only scoop the dip, not to go all in with your full port, because the dip can keep dipping. And dippity dip, what do we have here? We have more discounts, guys. More discounts, basically good buy zones. I personally don't think we're going into World War III, but I'm also not a political expert, guys, or a warlord. So I have no idea exactly that's going to happen. But in my opinion, nah, I think we should be taking advantage of these opportunities, especially if you missed the boat. You missed the train, you missed the Vader train, you missed a lot of these banker trains that pumped recently. Then if you have that regret, you can sneak back in the back door and just get back in and finally lay that, feeling to rest. So look, let's have a look, guys. I mean, it's not pretty. It's not pretty. 9.5% down AIXBT. A significant drop. Solidus AI Tech 17% down. Graphane 15.8% down. It's just been almost daily. Banker Coin 6.1% down. Wayfinder 20% down. Even Mamo Agent 12.1% down. But the thing is, guys, I can sit here and say everything's gone down, but what's the point? You can see that yourself.
It's good to hear from you.
What we need to focus on is the positives because, we need to be aligning ourselves here with actually why we should still be positive despite today's downturn. Well, yesterday, there was the Coinbase, event, and they came out with so much bullish news that you wouldn't believe it. You would think that if that was any normal day and Israel didn't attack Iran, the markets would have pumped on that news, okay? But because of the Iran-Israel conflict, that unfortunately had a massive effect. And now let's put our rose-tinted glasses on and actually look into what actually happened there. So Coinbase announced that they are integrating with Shopify. Of course, Shopify is like one of the most used e-commerce products in the world online, so that people can start using USDC on Base for their Shopify checkouts. That is a massive way for people to obviously utilize crypto and to basically move on chain. And even if they're not already on chain, it will make Shopify owners, Shopify e-commerce stores suddenly start accepting USDC, which puts them on chain, which is a huge onboarding event, right? That's the first thing. Then Coinbase came out and said, do you know what? Here's a 4% cashback American Express credit card, 4% on every purchase. That's huge. That is huge. I mean, I would use it right now if I was in the US. Like 4% on every purchase in Bitcoin. The onboarding event for that is catastrophic. It's going to be so many hundreds of thousands, millions of people. And then finally, guys, the big news is that Coinbase are adding a DEX, and that is Aerodrome, to the Coinbase app. So suddenly, getting listed on Coinbase isn't as important anymore because you're getting all those millions of people that use the Coinbase app that can actually just use the DEX anyway on the same application as the SEX. And what does that mean for our AI agent coins? Most of them are on Base. It means that they're going to get a lot more exposure, guys, and it means they're going to get a lot of liquidity coming, and it means our bags are going to pump. Good, isn't it, guys? See how we just turned that negative into a positive? Yep, you can thank me later, guys. But
Let's do it now.
This is all true. This all happened yesterday. Absolute 3 pieces of amazing news. The impact that's going to have into our DeFi and AI agent coins, specifically on Base, which of course all of the recent AI agent launches from Virtuals have been on Base, apart from the one yesterday, which was Ethereum. But you get what I'm trying to say here, guys. The likes of Giza, the likes of Mamo Agent, and plenty more. Banker. These are all going to get huge exposure. It doesn't matter if they're listed on Coinbase or not. Virtuals doesn't have a Coinbase listing yet, but does it really need one anymore? I don't think so. Not really. As you can see here, guys, Jesse from Base actually highlighted the fact that in the Base presentation, they actually highlighted Virtual's protocol there. And it's such a tease, right? Such a tease. Listing Virtual's protocol on the actual presentation. They could have picked any other project. But as you can see here, guys, it says DEX. So it doesn't mean they're going to get listed on Coinbase. It clearly says DEX at the top. But like, that's exactly what I'm talking to you about in terms of the integration of Aerodrome. Means that apart from maybe a letter at the top from CEX to DEX, people can still buy and sell it and transfer. So suddenly the listing on Coinbase suddenly doesn't have as it's still important, but it's not as important as it used to be. And Virtuals is going to be available to everybody, who's using the Coinbase app, which is absolutely huge, guys. It's absolutely huge. Yeah, it's massive. You can see Kyle here, also the Kyle Reedhead from Milk Road, basically explaining that with the Coinbase app, you can now trade on DEXs, you can lend on Morpho Labs, take out a loan in USDC, stake your ETH SOL, earn 4.5% yield on USDC. Yeah, it's going to be tasty, guys. It's going to be tasty. And here is the Aerodrome announcement, integrating DEXs from Base directly into the main Coinbase wallet, enabling Coinbase users to access and trade millions of assets on chain. So whilst you log into BBC News or CNN or wherever you are in the world, don't let that nonsense bring you down, because this is what we should be focusing on, because this is fantastic news. And with that all in mind, let's get back into the markets, and then let's take another fresh look at this and then say, okay, that's pretty interesting, because there are some major dips in quality projects that are about to get liquidity from Base. Okay, guys, and as you can see here, there's a huge list of your favorite DeFi coins that have got massive discounts, and also on the AI agent spectrum. I mean, even Virtuals itself is at 8.8% discount, which is significant for a market cap of 10 billion. AI16Z, I know it's 16.6% down today, and I'm pretty sure it was that yesterday when I did the video. Now, again, if we look at the biggest losers here, we have Aon 5100, again, a quality project on the creator bid ecosystem. We believe is going to do well. DraftKings 21.9% down. Again, it's a good discount, guys. They literally just announced yesterday they got $300 million of assets under management coming into deking from the new football season in August. We did a big segment on that yesterday. If you missed it, you know what to do. Watch the video yesterday after you've watched today's video. And as you can see here, some quality projects. Cookie DAO down 15%. Arbor AI 16.8%. Also got some more announcements. So Solace here 18% down. Again, another quality AI agent on Base. And like as I was saying here, Giza, which has been getting lots of good institutional smart money inflows on Base at 13.4% discount, 44.8% this week. This is going to have a great impact on quality projects, AI agent and DeFi projects, specifically on Base. Same as Memo agent here, 12.1% down. Again, a good dip to scoop potentially, because never financial advice, guys.
We will continue to follow.
I'm just making you think about how this can have an impact on the DeFi and AI agent market. Now, of course, there are still some outliers, guys. Agent Ted here has bounced back somewhat with a 29.7% pull up here, and Token Metrics AI 40.4%. Pretty big rise, to be honest, in a day like today. I do know Ian Delina and the Token Metrics team. I do know they graph pretty hard for their community and for their paid community members, and so 40% up on a day like today is very, very good. And I know they spend a lot of time in research and refining their products. So if you haven't checked out Token Metrics, go check them out on a day like today, especially when they're 40% up. I keep telling projects and telling people there's no better way to capture attention by the price pumping. I mean, that is how we talk about projects, right? That's how people find projects. I can't lie, it is good to see Anon holding their price despite the fact of a dodgy market today, guys. Like 1.7% up today. Anon holding strong here around $5, and also with some major news today that we will talk about later in the video. Now, but pretty much a bit of an outlier there, because the majority of coins have taken a big hit. Like I said, Agent Ted is another outlier, Token Metrics another outlier. But in general today, guys, we know the reason why the markets are down. This is a good opportunity for you now to allocate more of your holdings or USDT, USDC into the market. Having said that, again, I wouldn't full port it, because who knows, if Iran strike back to Israel and then there's a tit for tat, the market can continue to go sideways and downwards with the fear of World War III. People like to use that term, which I hate, just to kind of scare people in the markets, guys, which again could have a more detrimental effect. So as I said yesterday, scoop up the projects that you like. Remember the Coinbase news that I mentioned and the impact that can have on Coinbase projects. And let's get into the news. All right, guys, listen up. The first thing we're talking about today is Anon. Okay, so Anon, ran by Daniele Sesta, of course, behind Anon, the man who termed the coin DeFi, or DeFAI as you want to say it. He has now basically launched a new flywheel. Okay, as you can see here, he gave a video update, an update on how Anon and Wife flywheel works and how we're changing the trenches game on Avalanche. So what does this mean? What is Wife? What is Anon? We should know what Anon is. But Wife and also Lambo was one that recently came out as well that Daniele was supposedly supporting and behind. But let's get into what does this actually mean. So Daniele and Hey Anon have now allowed Hey Anon to basically launch meme coins using Hey Anon. Okay, so that's pretty interesting, right? We've never even thought about Hey Anon launching coins. Yeah, okay, we've thought about it like, helping us trade, helping us find yield, optimizing, but now launches coins, then suddenly starts sounding a bit like banker, right? But anyways, like Daniele said himself here, the meme coin casino is now run by DeFAI. Starting next week, Hey Anon will autonomously launch coin on I.R.I.S, which is a project on Avalanche. So how does this work? You interact with Hey Anon tweets, you obviously tag Hey Anon, and it may or may not trigger a launch. And if it triggers a launch on your tweet, you will get 1% of the supply instantly.
I'm not that lucky.
Okay, so like obviously that's going to encourage a lot of people to interact with Hey Anon and obviously to tag them. Now I liked what RBL kind of just gave us a breakdown here because it was much more clearer, to be honest with you. So the person who tags Hey Anon gets 1%, as we said. They're going to be integrating with Kaito, okay? And integrating with Kaito means that those yapping about Anon will be rewarded with wife token, okay? And basically that's the flywheel that will keep people yapping. So the more yapping, the more chances you are to launch more opportunities to earn wife tokens. And as I understand it, the more you yap, the more wife you earn, I believe the more chance you have of the meme coin actually being launched from one of your tweets, basically. Now it says here that the meme coin itself will be randomly chosen by AI based on events or people or things currently happening. Now if we actually head over to wife, guys, the project's already at a $14.3 million FDV. And a $14.4 million market cap. Like, it's already mooned, which is like mad because it's only been alive since yesterday. So that is the power of Daniele and his pull here. Like, the meme coin's already at 15 million. And going to be really, really interesting to see this actually happen. Now, obviously, Daniele with Popsicle Finance and obviously with Wonderland and Magic Internet Money back in 2021. If you know, like he created this insane flywheel and got one of his projects up to a top of like $5.8 billion market cap. So this guy knows what he's doing, okay? He knows how to put flywheels together. And so I'm really, really intrigued now because it seems that Daniele is really, really cooking here. Like literally in the last few days, he's like, he's secured institutional investment from Sonic. He's integrated Hey Anon with the Binance Spot. He's, launched Wife and also is apparently supposedly supporting Lambo as well, the meme coins. They've integrated AVAX. The list goes on, man. Daniele is cooking right now. And don't forget, you can watch him at DeFiCon Istanbul, happening at Istanbul Blockchain Week. Guys, you know the drill.
It's in our hearts and in our minds.
But no, seriously, interesting direction for Hey Anon to go into. Very interesting to see it start launching tokens. I really wasn't expecting that, in all honesty. I was focused more on the trading side of things, which is obviously very good at. But now, obviously, we're finally going to get Anon yapping. Of course, yapping has been completely taken over in our game by Virtuals and some other projects here and there. But Anon is another level in terms of like the cult status that Daniele has and Hey Anon naturally has because of him that runs the project. I see the yapping starting to most likely going to start taking over our timeline, guys. So get ready for that. And why not? As they say, earn some wife-changing money.
Do we hear what?
All right, guys, next up, let's talk about I.R.I.S because we caught the finalization of the launch of I.R.I.S in yesterday's video, but we didn't actually catch the actual launch itself. Now, as you can see here, guys, I.R.I.S was absolutely insane. Like 105 million market cap it went to, which is just unbelievable, guys. Like, you guys really went crazy with it. I mean, I thought Solace was the local top. I.R.I.S has now set the bar. It's done 9 figures on launch, guys. Okay, it's obviously come back down here to 25 million market cap, around 50 million FTV, which is super solid, by the way, to find that foundation on I.R.I.S, that level of support here. But yeah, absolutely crazy, guys. Like I said, yes, there's a lot of headline numbers. Oh, we did 450x, 500x, but most people got like $1, $2, $3, $4, $5 allocation. It wasn't life changing as it sounds. But having said that, hey ho, you can't complain with basically free money.
We still have cause to celebrate.
Now, according to AIXCB here, 63% of virgins are now in cheat jail. We lost a lot of virgins today.
Isn't that good?
But it sounds like it was worth it. They got what they wanted. They got their free handout. And what does that do? It puts the majority of virgins in jail. And what opportunities does that provide? Let's see what's coming up, guys. We've got Babysitter here. And remember, guys, I haven't spoken about this yet on the channel. They've now added this verified tick, which is great. Because now we can actually see which one of the projects are legit and which ones aren't. So, guys, be careful. On the left-hand side here, as you can see, we've got babysitting, scam, and babysitter verified. Okay, now the Virtuals team said themselves, they helped you out last time when you accidentally put into the wrong I.R.I.S. Okay, they gave you your points back, but this time it's not happening. Okay, so yada yada, be careful. Babysitting, 80 of you plebs have put points and Virtuals into babysitting, you plebs. Okay,
what's going to happen when they find out he ain't him?
Babysitter is the right one. Okay, it's verified. It's not even the same Pepe. It's like an evil Pepe. So look, 3,726 participants have already shipped into Babysitter. Obviously, Babysitter is a top 10 virtuals hackathon winner. I hate saying winner for a top 10, but yeah, winner. And it's already 437% oversubscribed, guys, and it's got 18 hours left. Now, most of the hackathon winners have done really, really well, and you'll probably get good allocation in this one, since most people spent all of their points on I.R.I.S. Having said that, with already 3,726 participants, that's a lot. Okay, that's a lot of participants already for Babysitter. I wasn't expecting that many, considering how many actually put into I.R.I.S. So look, guys, if we look at it this way, 3,771 participants with 18 hours to go for Babysitter. If we go back to the June dashboard here, you can see Axelrod only had 7,000 in total. There's every chance that this, even Babysitter will be the third, could be like, third, fourth biggest launch, even despite all of that, I.R.I.S being pledged for I.R.I.S. So yeah, crazy, guys. Make sure you pledge into the right one if you like this. Look, guys, heading over to Vader. Vader is agreeing that a lot of weak versions cheated yesterday. Okay, the current cheat gel mechanic is insufficient. Vader says that you can go to cheat gel regardless if you sell 1% of one token or all of the tokens. And what Vader's saying is that this incentivizes those of you to take profit from one token to sell it all, because the punishment is the same. To solve this, he wants to reiterate the cheat hell proposition. Virgin points are valuable. And so basically Vader is just, wishing hell there on cheaters. And as you can see here, there's a little devil frog. But basically what he's suggesting is that you introduce a 30-day cheat hell. Oh, that sounds like hell. 30 days. Sinners who cheat more than 50% of the token go to cheat hell, which is a 30-day period. Sinners who cheat less than 50% go to 7-day cheat jail. So that's what Vader thinks. What do you guys think? Did you go to jail yesterday or today? And did you take profits? And if you did, congratulations. You should always congratulate profit, guys. Profits is good in crypto. There's so many times you get wrecked. And if you went to jail, enjoy jail, guys. It's not too bad these days, like I said in yesterday's video.
You were there.
Fantastic stuff from I.R.I.S, fantastic stuff from Virtuals. Like, what a cook that was. Like, what amazing mindshare. Having Ethereum Foundation in the Virtuals ecosystem is fantastic. And now we're all waiting for what is the next cook. All right, guys, quick one on Venice. Now, obviously, Venice AI just announced that it's broken 1 million users, which is obviously massive. And we covered in a previous video that they've now also got this kind of like AI companion, which is basically like your own therapist, okay, which we spoke about in a previous video. And now, to end the week, Venice token is now listed on Revolut, guys. Wow, big listing, guys. The #1 finance app in Europe, and is available to Revolut users in the EU and the UK, guys. So that's very, very legit, guys. To have access to Revolut, to that capital, to the amount of millions and millions of users they have is huge for Venice. So yeah, guys, congratulations to Eric and the team. And if you want easy access to buy Venice, not financial advice, you can easily do that through Revolut. So yeah, fantastic listing for Venice, and yeah, onwards and upwards for the Venice token. All right, guys, that's a wrap. That's all we've got time for today. Once again, for your daily dose of DeFi and AI agents, guys. Wow, what a crazy week that we had. With the first 3 days were green, 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 and the next 2 days were down, 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 and very down. Today, we were not expecting, obviously, the fireworks that happened over in the Middle East, and of course, that we hope, and our prayers are that, that stops, guys, and we hope that none of this will continue. Having said that, it has given us opportunities to get into our favorite projects with double-digit declines, guys. So if you have been on the sidelines, could be a good time to DCA in, guys, especially in a bull market. Having said that, the disruption could still continue, so do be careful there. Never full port your bags, guys, because you don't want to be buying falling knives. Okay, guys? But look, I hope you'll have a wonderful weekend. Do not forget, I'm going to say,
Absolutely. I think
DeFiCon Istanbul is happening on the 26th of June, guys. It's going to be epic. It's the largest AI agent and DeFi event happening during Istanbul Blockchain Week. I'm going to be there. Daniele Sesta from Anon is going to be there. Vader's going to be there. Loads of guys are going to be there. Make sure you get yourself down to Istanbul. We're going to have a fantastic time, guys. But look, that's all we've got time for today. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you again back here on Monday.